Both Jed and Heriot'S put further daylight between themselves and basement boys Musselburgh after a keenly contested match between two evenly matched teams. Jed were quick out the traps with a try by the free-scoring Mason Cullen after a smart crossfield kick by Gary Munro, but Heriot'S hit right back with a try by the impressive number 8 Ali Johnston after he peeled off a rolling maul. But Jed were soon back in front through Paulo Ferreira's 6th try of the season, Finn Scott converting, but the Nails were soon level with a try by Ross Thompson, Christie adding the extras. Ferreira then notched his 7th of the campaign after he produced a sumptuous offload in the build-up, again Scott on point with a boot, and Jed headed down the tunnel 19-12 up. Just after the restart, Munro added a smart drop goal, but Danny Dineen rumbled over for Heriot'S shortly thereafter, Graham Wilson adding the touchline conversion. Jed's Aidan Bambrick was next on the score sheet, diving over after numerous fly hacks between him and Mason Cullen, but Heriot'S hit back again with Craig Robertson's 15th try of the season. Finn Scott then eased the Jed fans' nerves with a penalty to stretch Jed out to 30-24, and they seen out the remainder of the game with some manful defence. So 2 bonus points for Heriot'S, but the full 5 points for Jed makes this a famous win for the Riverside Park men, and while not a mathematical certainty, you have to fancy that Jed's status as a Premiership club is preserved. Final score here at Goldenacre, it's Heriot'S 24, Jed 30. So I'm joined here by Jed captain Clark Skeldon. Clark, when I seen you after the Selkirk game at Riverside a few weeks back, you weren't in the best of fettle, understandably, but it is a different picture today. There is a big old grin on your face, and that is a fine victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Had to work hard for it. They were scaring us at the end there, but the boys dug in, and I ecstatic to be going back down the road with 5 points. Yeah,
you've not been renowned as fast starters this season, but you really got off the bus today.
No, we've not. We usually like to keep it late, and but today, yeah, we got a good start, and our backs really put us in some good positions, and Big Paulo's back with a couple of tries. It's all stuff we've been working on during the break there. We're starting to pay off, and yeah, scored some good tries in the first half. Maybe didn't execute as much as we would have liked in the second half, but buzzing with the 5 points.
Yeah, and Heriot'S threw everything at you. You must be proud of how the boys put their bodies on the line.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a massive defining point in the season, that especially that last scrum. Boys flying at tackles and that. That's what we want. Boys putting their bodies on the line. And that's what it means to play for Jedforest. So, absolutely buzzing. Honestly, great win, and we'll enjoy it.
Yeah, and it was nip and tuck at half time. What was said in the huddle in the field there?
It was to tighten up in defence really, because it was a bit, we scored and got in front, and then they would score to come back at us, and it was, try and keep that pressure on them, but really be more dominant defensively, which, it's not really the Jed way. We like to keep the spectators in their seats, so, just tighten up defensively, and pretty much.
And Gary Munro, he was outstanding today. Just how good is it to have him back in the fold?
Well, that's what Gary brings. He's got that bit of class, and when his boot's going right, it's going right. He put us in some really good areas for Mason's try, and of course the drop goal was class. That's what he brings, and yeah, we're really chuffed to have him back. And
yeah, and a bonus point victory takes you up to 28 points. It doesn't look like Musselburgh got much from Edinburgh Accies today. Is that job done?
I wouldn't say so, no. There's still 4 big games to go, starting with GHA next week. We're looking to finish the season as strongly as we can. Every week we're targeting, and try and finish as high up in the table as we can. We're trying not to focus on other teams too much, worry about what we're doing ourselves, and we've got some boys coming back into the squad that haven't been in part of it for the last few weeks, so we're getting stronger, and we'll get fitter as the end of the season comes, and we should be alright.
And you mentioned there it's GHA at home next week. You'll head into that in the best of fettle.
Aye, yeah, full of confidence, I'm sure, but we know what GHA bring. They're a good side themselves. They like to play expansive rugby a bit like ourselves, so we'll have to be on our toes, maybe sharpen up defensively a little bit, but yeah, we'll go out and play, especially at Riverside, try and put on a show and score some tries, and just back enjoying it.